Welcome back to Sati channel, guys. I know you all guys are all busy with your interview preparation, but I thought let's help you with the interview preparation with the capstone project. See, capstone project, why it is so important? Because we know that when even if you join the company or you work for a longer time, it's very rare that you will get a real world experience. Real world experience means you working on the extensive projects or challenging projects where you will explore all the skills, and that's something very important, very critical when it comes to the interview, you know, interview cracking techniques. Because in interview we can teach you how to tackle the questions and how to answer the questions through sometime elaborate, sometime brief, um sometimes say yes or no something. Those things we will train you, but the important thing which is missing in the interview, just for an interview thing, is the experience. And if you're totally new to this DevOps and somehow you got some experience and you want to show that experience to your employer that okay, I have done this in AWS DevOps or Azure or anywhere, the Capstone project will help you to build that story. So Capstone project is are very important in one or many ways. So let's say you are trying to appear for the interview next week, and they said that okay, by Thursday we'll set up a call. So you have 5 days, 3 to 4 days minimum, to prepare for your interviews. And this capstone projects, uh, this five capstone project, but in reality we can give you up to 8 to 10 capstone projects, which belongs to every area of the DevOps. Like for example, SDLC, we have one or two capstone projects. Then Cloud Formation, we have one or two projects. Then again, OpsWorks, we have capstone project. Then Kubernetes, Docker, we have a capstone project. Similarly, for monitoring, CloudWatch, we have capstone project. For SSM, we have capstone project. And finally, the ASG thing, that's just very important, the security group and scaling group, auto scaling group. So these we have the capstone project for everyone, every part of every section or every domain of your DevOps thing, in particularly AWS, and similarly for um, Azure also. But let's take one by one. So let's take AWS DevOps first, and then we'll go with the Azure also with the same capstone project. Now, when you see the capstone project, means you need to do on your own, apply your knowledge, and if you face any issue, we are here to help you out. Which you can join our crash course, which includes fundamental teaching and the capstone project and the interview. That will cost you close to 14 to 18,000 rupees. That is, but for sure there is no proxy, but we will make sure that you will crack the interview with all other helps. But there is no video proxy or something, but definitely we will help you in that. But my suggestion is, if you prepare yourself with this capstone projects and interview preparation technique, then 98% chances are that you can crack the interview. So let's talk about your AWS capstone project. So in this first project, if you see here, you are working as a AWS DevOps engineer and for a blah 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 company, and it has a hybrid cloud environment. We have something on prem and something is um, on on the cloud. So this is very typical environment. So why I'm insisting on this capstone project, guys? Because when you mention in your resume that I'm working for blah 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 company for last 4 or 5 years, and company has migrated to cloud, but you joined the company before the company got migrated to the cloud. So in that scenario, this capstone project will help you to explain the company or explain the interviewer that you worked with on-prem Jenkins as well as AWS DevOps as well. Maybe you know that AWS DevOps has a plugin for Jenkins. So what the same thing we are going to do here, setting up the CI/CD pipeline by integrating Jenkins with the AWS code build, code deploy, and then creating a resource to build infrastructure, including Jenkins server, code build, code project, accessing and unlocking the Jenkins server, creating a project, and configure the code deploy Jenkins plugins, testing the whole CI/CD pipeline. It's very simple, guys. It's not that tough, but I want you to give a try, give a shot on that. If you have any issues, then please contact me. Feel free to contact me. I will help you out. Everything is not, we are not doing everything for money, because it's a it's a foundation, guys. It's there. We are here to help you out. So this is not something that we want to make money from every bits and pieces. But yes, preparing these videos and marketing these videos and helping the people take some efforts, and efforts, along with the efforts we need to pay. Not only we are making money, but sometimes we need to pay for the licenses and other people who are working on these, our team basically, who are working on that one. So this is the first thing. So capstone project number one, Jenkins integration, very important. And it's very basic thing or beautiful thing to tell the story that what you have done so far. You know the existing, on-prem also, and the AWS DevOps also. So it's very simple, guys. If you want, I can show you. Once you join the class, I can show you how we do that, and how install the Jenkins and create the plugins for AWS, and how do we connect to our AWS sites, AWS management console, and then do the cross region or cross DevOps integration. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So here, if you see, we are working as a AWS region DevOps engineer, and company is process and creating an infrastructure. So here it's purely your cloud formation. So create a template, the resources S3 bucket. How do we create the bucket? How do you manage the replication factor? How do you manage the security in the S3 bucket? These are the things that you need to think about it. So this is something that will help you to uh, some sort of automation. You can say, I worked on automation. So copy paste, or you know practice it for 10-15 times, then you will be a champion in this particular capstone project. And this is, by the way, is for those people who are totally new. They cannot you know spend too much time in learning each and every time, every type. By the time they need to prepare for the interview, guys. So once you join the class, within a 4 weeks or fifth week, you need to attend one first interview, and this is for sure. And maybe your first interview is your final interview, or maybe your fifth or sixth interview will be final interview. So this is for cloud formation. The first one is SDLC, the second one is cloud formation, and the third one is mainly for your, again, for CI/CD pipeline. The company has decided to consider the continuous integration and deployment to ship the future. So this is something, the continuous CI/CD pipeline. Improve the application, the essential to make the changes quickly and automatically. So quickly means, obviously, the CI thing, continuous integration thing. As soon as the change happens in the code, it should get triggered. So this is something you will learn about then that project. Majority of questions will be coming from CI/CD, SDLC, CloudFormation, or Terraform, Kubernetes, and finally, it is OpsWorks, OpsWorks, or Cloud CloudWatch or things. So most of the things that CloudWatch is a quite complex thing, so they don't ask you some configuration related question, but SSM is very important. Please have a look on the SSM side as well. Then we have fourth thing. Melforge is a company. Um, Application gets regular feedback from the customer, improve the application. So the crucial factor is the growth of the company, and company has decided to consider the cloud per platform and deployment to the serverless thing. You need to write, think about when the serverless comes, Lambda is there. So think about Lambda. Try to write any code, Node.js, Python, कुछ भी चलेगा. So make sure, guys, you try to write. Man, I will teach you everything. I will teach you how to write the code in Python. I have to teach, in Java also. But try to write some code, some coding. That will help. And the final one, the fifth one, is for the Kubernetes one. The crucial factor is the growth of company. The company has decided to consider cloud formation to deploy application on EC2 instances. So EC2 instances, when you want to deploy the applications on EC2 instances, either there's a cloud formation or you can deploy it through Kubernetes as well. We'll see that one. So these are the typical capstone projects which are very critical, very important from technical interview point of view, guys, because we know that they will be asking you what you have done in last 6 months, what is your experience, tell me about your experience in AWS DevOps. So these 4 5 capstone project will help you to answer those questions. uh the final one, if you are interested, 10 capstone projects, contact me. My number is here and I will be happy to assist you. So this is for not only for AWS, we have Azure for same thing for Azure, and we do for AWS Big Data Analytics as well. So guys, from this is Sukrut from Foundation. We are here to help you. Always remember, anytime give me a call, and then we can take it from there. Thank you and happy New Year and happy learning, guys.